So there's this big gas nut, you know. I mean, I'm sure he's one in a million. Uh, like he loves gas vehicles, right? And he comes over every day, and he owns a Lexus, and he's a Vietnamese immigrant to make it worse. He basically, I had money for an electric vehicle a few years ago for a faster one, like at 48 volts with a pulse circuit. I was gonna buy that in 2016 because I wanted to, expand on my skill of pulse circuits. But the idiot uh, convinces me to buy that from Craigslist. He's like, it's $100 and it works. Little did I know, I've never owned a gas vehicle. So little did I know in the coming years, a little hell on earth would emerge with maintenance issues. I'd literally have to, it doesn't matter about the electrical system. The electrical system was easy. It's the engine that was bad. The carburetors, the the pistons are misaligning, and it happened to this one because he convinced me again just to buy a new one because that one was so cheap and maybe like the engine was faulty. Well, the same thing happened to that one, and it happened not at 3,000 kilometers, but at under 1,000 kilometers, at 700 kilometers. So I did use my electromagnet, like I registered this of those, so that's the plate, and I just kept re-registering it. And I named it Extreme Power Sports because it's a hybrid. Like the parts are all new. I mean, the parts are all different. They're not new, but they're different. So I've been using this as a first, like before this. No problems with this one. Wheel changes easy. Brake changes that's simple. Like that might happen every years or three, maybe four even. Like these wheels are pretty damn old. Not a problem. But pistons realigning in front of the spark plug, like what? That actually happens very often. You have to service your vehicle at least once with something like that happening. Gas vehicles suck. I have to open the engine now and realign the piston. Just like that one over there. I don't even want to do it. I just took the plate off. I'll just use this. If I need to go anywhere, I'll just use this. I'll be going 20, but it's registered. I mean, I'm technically able to drive it on the road. They registered it as a hybrid electric. That's what it is. I put the plate on that one because I didn't want, when I went to register it, I meant to register that one. But what happened is I didn't want to change it at DMV. I didn't want to change the plate to a new vehicle. It'll just cause too much confusion, new numbers, just general non-purpose. So I just renamed it to Extreme Power Sports Hybrid, so it could pass. Like you could say that's a power sports hybrid. Like it's a P sports, but it's a very similar term. I didn't even write it down right. So, but that's the plate that belongs to this. So it belongs to that. I might open the engine up on that one. I just don't like carburetors and I don't like to touch. I that one, but the carburetor and the inside of the engine. But everything else has been tweaked or whatever, you know. And the wiring, the electrical system sounds really good, like really strong, sparks, whatever. But yeah, we got a big engine problem with that one. The piston actually rested in front of the the spark plug one day. Same thing happened to that one, but you can't open the engine up on that one. And I don't even know if I have the torque to open it up on that one. Like, it might be a 600-pound air compressor. This idiot Twan that always comes over, like, he just says it's cheaper, right? Well, no way. It's much more expensive. I spent over $1,000 on an electric. It was like 700 for an electric, and I really wanted that because I could repair it. But that fucker got like he trolled me because of your shitty ass society. I don't need to go far. I just need to go from A to B. Or I'll use my mom's car. I just have to go from point A to point B, not from point A to getting stuck to walking home, which happens like 4 or 5 times for the loose gas mains, whatever. Something weird will happen. I hate these things. I just didn't really notice my mom servicing her car like every 3 months. But I hate gas mopeds. I hate gas vehicles. Now it's like the bane of my existence. Like, I really, really hate them now. You said you hate electric vehicles, but I did come up with a pulse circuit, so this is going on strong for 10 plus years now. No battery changes needed with a pulse circuit. So I do not hate electrical systems. Like, I can fix that, but I hate the engine. Like, I hate it. It's so clunky. It needs repairs all the time. Like, what the fuck? Like, why? Oh, so you can go far. Okay. But perhaps, an electromagnetic vehicle will go far too. I just haven't tested the limits. So I go from point A to point B just to be safe. But I think it can go at least four times the distance. It's like charging on a wall. Imagine having that wall charger connected to you'll get power consumption, but you'll go much further. That's what this is. And that's why I hate that. So this is like a wall charge. The battery itself, if you look at these batteries though, I bought this one individually for for repairs. It'll say this one will not say that. How about this one? 4.5 amp cycle use. So it'll recharge at 4 amps. So this recharges at 6 amps. So I'm recharging this while I drive at 4.5 amps. Which is worse than 6 amps, but I mean, it goes a lot further. It definitely goes a lot further. And the battery lasts, It's like, you're never decharging it. I hate gas vehicles. I would have had a 48-volt electric moped, which was my intended purpose, until some Asian dickhead found out I had money, until he sniffed me out and started burning stupid ideas into my head about how people are honest and how gas engines work really well. I've never owned a car. I borrowed cars. I mean, I was never aware that you guys repair the cars every 3 months or so. What type of slavery system is that? Anyways, That's ridiculous right there. Anyways, 3 months. But to be all honest, like there's more kilometers on that. Like I'm using this. I could use it every day, but I don't. I'm using that. I mean, I was using that relatively not every day, but every week. Same thing. I don't use it every. But it broke. It breaks. The engine breaks. The main component that gets these things to work always breaks. So the illusion that the Asians have is that they're superior and that you know cars are dominant, but they're wrong. They're so wrong. The piston can misalign in front of the vehicle. The it's bad. It's uh, just general purpose things, you know, that will fuck up in 3 years. You'll need service at least once a year for a car, which is much better built than these shoddy mopeds. Either that or I got scammed, and even if I got scammed, I could probably fix a compression issue. But right now, I don't know what the problem is. Is that you can start it basically, and it will sound really nice. So let's start it. So I did. Oh, I unhooked the electrical. Let's not start it. I just unplugged everything just because I don't like it. Like I want to stay away from gas engines. Like unless it's like my mom's car and she's paying every 3 months for some bullshit like oil changes and shit. Yeah, that's retarded. It's so much work, man. I've been working countless hours just to get these things on the road, like oil changes, belt repairs, uh, electrical system problems, obviously, like just general hellish environment for for just to travel somewhere and back. The illusion is that you travel in the millions doing that to fuel the economy. That's funny. That's really funny. Um, yeah. So I'm definitely. I might repair it. Like I might give it a shot, but I'm not gonna do it anytime soon because you know, like, why if I have access to if I just need that, why would I do that? I just need to go from point A to point B. I'm not sightseeing or anything. Um, so I I guess that will be on the road more often than not. But man, oh man, the gas fuels suck. Like you don't have to be on the road that much. I'm sure you can go a longer distance, but you know, if you think it, I'm not sure. Like, there's something called I guess there's something that's efficient. Like they have electric vehicles that go 1,000 miles in Israel. I don't know. I just don't like the idea of gas, anyways. Yeah, I don't like their ideas. So there's actually something that can go 3,000 miles in Turkey. Yeah, you just have to research it. It's just I don't like the breakage of it. It's not supposed